Everyone, we're almost getting to the unveiling of the report that we're waiting for. So just a couple of sessions more. So for me, being here at the CXXO No Ceiling Summit is very, very special because 2 years ago, when the summit started, my video was actually played here because I was getting ready to get a kidney transplant at the same time. And I remember when Vani called me, she had just come out of a board meeting and she said, I have no idea that you've gone through all this because you always look so happy and full of energy. And I said, I am happy and full of energy, but that's because I know the universe has my back. And I'm going to do this business and I'm going to get my transplant all at the same time. And you just spoke about, the role that mothers play in our lives. And my mom was, the one who also donated her kidney to me. So indeed, it's, special to be here today. And also, it was very special to see my investor calling me, backing me, supporting me, right? And encouraging me to take life in its stride. Because when we have investors, we forget that this is actually a relationship, right? It's a relationship that we're in together, and we will see life's ups and downs together. So thank you, Vani, for being that person for me and for so many of us. I think she's the maestro, the rainmaker, and the ultimate champion of female entrepreneurship. And also women, because we all go through life's ups and downs. So a little bit about me. My name is Swati, as Priyanka mentioned, and I grew up in a small town called Ambala. And it was a beautiful, simple life, but I did always have the audacity to dream. So in class 10, when I actually topped the boards in Haryana, my dad, showed me the newspaper and he said, this is a Singapore Airlines scholarship. They're taking 25 students from India for a complete scholarship and you should apply for this. And my first thing was, what are the chances that I'm going to get it? Because a girl from Ambala who, has not done any Olympiad, what are the chances that I'm going to be among the 25 people all over India? But I think that audacity to dream helped me go forward and said, I am going to take that test. And actually, I did get that scholarship. And I remember all of our Ambala uncle aunties were waiting and saying, kya kare iska? Because we weren't expecting that you're going to get this. And the age of 16, you've never traveled abroad. But, fortunately, we all decided that I should take this opportunity and go. And then after that, I got a scholarship to the London School of Economics. And I remember I got 80% tuition fee. And my grandfather told my father that she's come so far, now you have to figure out the rest 20%. So between him and my part-time work, we made that happen. And then I worked at Goldman Sachs in London for 5 years. I did investment banking. And, after that, me and my husband, Rohan, we both met at LSE and we both were like, if we are going to work so hard, let's do it for ourselves because we want to build something of our own. So we started our business in the UK, which we expanded to India 10 years ago. And today we run Cashkaro, which is the largest cashback app in India. If you are shopping online, whether it's Amazon or Flipkart or any of the D2C brands, Booking.com, whatever it is, you go via Cashkaro and you get extra cashback. And so far, we've given 1,000 crores in real cashback to people in their hands. That's a lot of money because 1,000 crores, is like, it builds cities. And we drive about 4,000 crores in sales every year to our partners. We're the largest affiliate for most of the e-commerce names. And recently we launched Earn Karo, which actually is being used by so many Facebook group owners, Telegram group owners, because they're making their affiliate links and sharing in these groups. And when people are shopping via their links, they earn money, not just normal money. They're earning 10, 15 lakhs a month. So the kind of impact that Earn Karo is having made me actually start the BAD podcast recently. It's called Be a Dreamer. That's why we call it BAD. So we're showcasing stories of such people who have actually, attained financial freedom through, affiliate marketing, not something that we had ever thought about. And as a company, so far, we've raised 250 crores in funding. Kalari Capital was our, first Series A check, followed by Mr. Ratan Tata, then Korea Investment Partners, Affle Global. And the interesting thing about Affle funding is that it was again the same time as this CXXO, event. So September 22, I think my kidney function was 3 to 4%, and my hemoglobin was 5.5. And I was like, I am going to complete this fundraiser and then get a transplant done. So somehow it all worked out. It all worked out well. We raised 130 crores. And I remember on 4th November, we did the PR. It was a Friday. And Saturday, Sunday, I was getting ready because Monday I checked into the hospital, came back, and 2 weeks later started work from home. So, it's been amazing, and I've realized that the ability to be grateful and smile and be grateful again and to focus on what you have versus what you don't, that can build families, women, individuals, and businesses. And that's why I think that for women, doing all this in parallel, this is what women are made of. We can do all of this. We have it in us to rise to the occasion, to push ourselves, to give it all, whether it is to love passionately, to care deeply, to work fervently, or lead unapologetically. I think women can do it all. And we're not afraid to dream. We're not afraid to show our vulnerabilities, to ask for help, and to bring our creativity, our empathy, and our positivity to the workplace. And that's why when you take all of this and you channel it as an entrepreneur, you get these amazing women entrepreneurs because they've got all of this in them that they're now channeling for work. And that's why you need more women entrepreneurs, because this diversity of strength that we bring to the workplace, it's not normal, it's not everybody, but women entrepreneurs can do it. I've been an entrepreneur for 12 years now, and while I run the business with my husband, I lead investor relations. We had the choice always for him to lead it versus me, if we were so worried about bias. But I've always believed that even an investor will put in money if they think they can make money from your business. Ultimately, that's what it is, right? So why do we think that as a woman, we will not be able to fundraise? I'm not even debating that, the bias doesn't exist. Of course it's there. But I believe that, if we have to fight that bias, we as women will build such businesses that we will make it so freaking attractive for others to want to invest in our business. And I think we can do it. And that's why I love what CXXO is doing. CXXO has been doing some amazing work in this field, encouraging more female entrepreneurs, because we still live in a world where only 16% of all capital raised is allocated to women co-founded startups. And that number needs to change, right? So today, as we unveil the CXXO State of Female Entrepreneurship Report, let's all have that audacity to dream to change these numbers via our efforts, our businesses, our company policies, and of course, by supporting each other. It's true that magical things happen when women back women. So I want to raise a toast to Vani, who's brought us all together, who's always done this for all of us. And like I said, she's the ultimate rainmaker and also the ultimate champion of female entrepreneurship.